everyone. Today I'm cooking a yummy hot pot for my neighbors, including fish, beef, and shrimps with a flavorful broth and vegetables. Welcome to SaigoncookTravel. I am Saigon Cook. Please come to the kitchen with me and show you how. So first I clean and devein the shrimp. The way I do this is I use toothpick and pop through the body of the shrimp and remove the digestion tracts. Let's see, I do it one more time now. See, you pop through, lift up and remove. Now I remove the head. The head there is a place if it's dark and need to be removed, because if you leave that it tends to be bitter. So I go around the body and remove the shells. Don't throw the shells and the head away. I collected all of them there, and later I will put in the broth. It will enhance the broth and make the broth flavorful. So after I clean and devein, I split it into not into two, but split it so that it open. That way when you cook, the shrimp will grow bigger, look bigger that way. I make sure I remove the dark spot on top of the head and shrimp shells removed. If you want to see the recipe written, many of you always ask me the written recipe, so it is in the description box below. You just click on the symbol and it brings you to the description box, and you will find the recipe there. So that's it. Now when you're done with the shrimps, we are going to plate them, because hot pot is very special occasion. You eat with other people, your family, your friend, sitting around a hot pot and with many things so that you can dip into the broth, and that way I present each item neatly and decorative so that it makes impact and attraction when someone just look at the table. For the shrimp presentation, I use white and red onions, and I use green onion as well. For the green part, I keep them whole, but for the white parts, I shred them into thinner, and I even put in the water so that they become curly. Now finally we can plate our shrimp. I just place the white onion, and then red onion will be around, and after that I will lay down the shrimps and green onions. You will see when you look at the plate, you will see white onion, red onion, green onion, and the shrimps. So when you look at it, it already brings you appetizer, bring you appetizement. I mean that you will want to eat when you see it. You keep watching me plating my shrimps. I'd like to take opportunity to say thank you for stopping by watching my video. If you're new to my channel, please like, share my video and subscribe. That means a lot to me. Thank you. You are the reason I'm here. I like cooking, baking, gardening, home improvement, and everything in between. If I know anything, I will share with you here. So please subscribe to show your support. Thank you. Alright, you can see the shrimp looks good enough now. I will cover this with a saran wrap and put in the fridge while waiting for other components. The next one is fish. So I buy the fish whole, so I will butcher it and fillet it myself. It's still very easy to handle. That you go, the knife needs to be sharp, and you make incision along the back, and then you cut a piece. You cut off the piece on top and the bottom, and then use your knife, go against the bones. Remember, go against the bones, because if you're not doing so, the meat will be left behind a little. And when you go against the bones, you leave on the bones behind. But sometimes the small bones, it was in the fillet. So the next step I do is to make sure there's no bones left. You can see I cut another incision, another split at the end of the belly, and now I remove the fillet. That's it, you have one fillet. You see on the carcass back there? Now the next step I do is use my finger to go over the meat to see somewhere that I included the bones. You can cut it to remove. So you will do the same thing for the other side of the fish. Now, let's slice the fish. You can see the fish fillet is not very thick, but by angle the knife, like I do so, the pieces of fish will be big and it is attractive that way. Now let's plating. So I sprinkle some ground black peppers, and the next thing is to sprinkle the fish sauce. After you do this, you will have very flavorful fish. I just go around to make it beautiful. If you don't want to eat skin, you can remove the skin. But I love skin. When you do a hot pot, you should do the components thin, because you cook in the hot broth only for a few seconds. That way the meat, the food is very fragrant and fresh. You see, I'm now done with plating my fish. I put some cilantro leaves in the center there. You can put celery, you can put whatever you like to give an interest for the plate. Remember, we drop the onion pods into the water. Now after 1 hour, they already curly, so I remove them here. Voila. The next thing, now I cook the broth. I use 1 tablespoon of chicken fat render, and I will rub in garlic, ginger, and onion. At this point, I use high heat so that my ingredients are coated with oil. So I drop in the fish carcass and then add water. I use about 6 cups because I think enough for my family, for my neighbor's family, because I cook in this and give it to him. Remember to drop in the shrimp heads and shrimp shell, and remove the scums when they are rise on the surface. For the seasoning, I keep it very simple: salt, pepper, and fish sauce. And I also drop in a few pieces of crystal sugar. I like that balanced flavor, but if you don't want a little sweet, then you can skip the crystal sugar. I also use the hot broth to flavor the tamarind. I don't use tamarind for the darkness. I use the juice of one lime. But if you like to use tamarind base, you go ahead. Now while waiting for the broth cooked, I boil some water and add on 1 teaspoon of oil, and I drop in the noodle, and after a few minutes it's cooked. You just need to separate them by using chopsticks. And that's it. We have a fish to be ready for devour. You just pick up a piece of meat, fish or shrimp and dip it in hot broth. Just few seconds, your food will be cooked because they are very thin. I cut the beef and the fish and the beef are thin. After you eaten, you can just drop in some noodles with broth and you eat with the things that you choose, like beef. Thank you for watching. I see you. Bye bye.